From the depths of our slash confessions. 24F living in New Zealand. Studying graphic design and met this guy when I was 21 and hanging out with one of my friends. I asked her what his deal was, and eventually she told me he paid her to shit on him once a week. I thought it was super weird and gross. Didn't see him again for another 2 months, and he was with my friend at a cafe, and we started talking, and he was just like, not at all what I expected. Charming and sweet and super nice, and I just blurted out WTF, how do you pay for shit? And even then he was just super chill about me screaming it out loud. So maybe 2 months later I had lost my job at the clothing store I was at part-time and freaking out about rent, and messaged my friend, and then messaged him. I went over to his place, and we talked for 2 hours, and he smoked weed, and just laid out exactly what he wanted. And I was sweet. And then he said I was way too anxious for my body, and then just gave me 2 weeks rent money, and said to come back when I was ready. I go back 5 days later, and did all the eating and stuff we had talked about and messaged in the morning. We go into his bathroom, and it takes about 10 minutes in total, and then I have a shower, and he has a shower, and then talk for a bit about it, and then I left. A week later I've spent my rent money on food and stuff, so I message again, and this time I go prepared, and he gives me the cash, and we do the same thing again. I ask if he would do it every week, and he says yes, and then we see each other once a week for about 6 months, and then I said I could do more, and now I see him twice a week. I've been telling him each time I see him recently that when I finish my degree we'll stop, and he needs to find someone else, and he has been completely understanding. And now I'm 2 months away from finishing my degree, and I haven't worked for 2 years except graphic design, and none of the guys I meet normally are a fraction as open and not vulnerable, but just comfortable with themselves, and this morning I messaged if he was free, not our usual day, and he said he was busy, talking with someone new, and now I have this weird, stupid, ugly jealousy, and I know it's super petty and stupid, but fuck, why is the only normal, nice, decent fucking guy some dude with a shit kink, and ugh. Anyway, that's just been fucking eating me up, and I had to get it out off my chest. Thanks.